Today I wanted to once again talk about a show I think is heavily underrated and just came out with a season 3. The show is called From. I made a whole video about it before. I'll show you a little clip of the trailer and then we're just going to yap about it a lot.
Can I help you?
We got on a detour off the highway and cell service around
Got
here.
your family with you?
Yeah. I was wondering if you could point me in the direction of the highway.
Not a problem.
What do you say?
Stay on the road.
Did we turn somewhere?
And there will be spoilers, so don't start pissing your pants if you don't click off at this point. But the whole premise of the show is that there's this town that people can't escape once they enter into. And there isn't a certain threshold or a song and dance, up, up, down, down, left, right, Easter egg to enter in this place. It's kind of at random seemingly, or is it? There's a bunch of theories and whatnot, but they come from all around the United States, the people inside this town, but once they're in there, they can't escape. They're trapped like a rat. And the little twist that makes it even scarier than them being cut off from the entire outside world is that at nighttime, monsters come out.
Nail your window shut. You do these things, your family's gonna be safe.
Safe from what?
I've missed you so much.
Megan, what are you doing?
Maybe I can come in.
And the only protection they have against these monsters, they are invulnerable. You can't kill them with normal means that you would kill a human with. The only thing you can do is use a talisman to keep them out of an enclosure, like a car or a building, or you can just hide from them. And the acting in this show is good and all that kind of stuff. It's a very well put together show. Personally, it's one of my favorite TV shows I've ever watched, and it doesn't get the attention it deserves. So I introduced her to it, and we are now caught up to the current episode, which is season 3, episode 2. So now from this point on, it's going to be very unorganized yapping and going down theory rabbit holes because the show deserves all the attention and all the dick sucking I'm about to give it. And basically, so far, how the show goes is that the main cast we follow is a family that enters in the town. They adapt to the life and whatnot. And while they're in the town, a bunch of crazy shit happens. And they try to figure out what's going on with the town. And most importantly, how they can escape it. Which, spoiler alert, once again, if in case you're still here, click off the video. One of them does end up escaping at the end of season 2. The puzzle is slowly getting put together, but my only fear is that maybe the showrunners don't even know where they're going with it. I just hope they're not trying to make it so mysterious and confusing to the point where they confuse themselves and hurt themselves in their own confusion.
Yeah, they're not really putting the puzzle together, more so just giving you more pieces.
Yeah. It's like they just throw one puzzle at you, and then they open a different puzzle and mix that with the other puzzle pieces, and then they start just shuffling it around in your face. And they're like, here, put it together.
I actually only gave you half the puzzle at first. Here's more of it.
Yeah, they haven't brung us the missing pieces, or really any pieces so far, because they started digging into it, and nothing, normalcy, anything you think makes sense doesn't make sense in this world, so they have to kind of make new theories based around the new world that they're in. Which my personal favorite character at the moment is probably Victor or Jade. Jade's little quest to find out what's going on with this one certain symbol that is plaguing his every waking second. And then Victor, who has been there for like 85 years. Not 80, it's like 35 years.
Victor's just a sweetheart.
Yeah, Victor popped up in the town when he was a boy about the age of Ethan in the show. The new young boy for the family. And he's been there ever since. So he grew up and was raised in this town. And he was like the only survivor of a massacre that happened when he arrived, where his mom died, and this dude named Christopher apparently killed them all. We haven't had that explained yet. And his sister is missing, not confirmed to be dead, but we haven't seen her yet, which maybe I'm thinking she comes up in the new season somehow. And then the boy in white is trying to help them escape and break the cycle, because it seems like there is a cycle that goes on with like groups of people in the town, because recently whenever Kenny and Jim went out, they found that extra second little tiny settlement, like a house and maybe 2 houses and a shed and whatnot. I think maybe potentially there's an extended universe in the little pocket dimension with like different towns.
I don't know why Boyd keeps hallucinating his wife.
Yeah.
Because his wife's hallucinations are never helpful. Father Cautry is kind of helpful, and what's his name? Tom, the bartender.
Yeah, Tom.
His hallucinations were helpful.
And then even when Jade asked what Tom was, then Tom said that he couldn't answer that, which is also another little.
No, that was what Boyd asked Father Cautry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was like, "What are you anyway? I can't tell you."
Yeah, it was Boyd. Yeah, it was Father Cautry.
It's a
Yeah.
secret.
Yeah, that was a little creepy. There's so many theories and so many rabbit holes to go down. But the one I want to say, the hill I want to put my flag on and claim is I think Fatima has a monster baby in her belly. I don't think that that's Ellis's kid. I think it's a Jesus situation, like the Virgin Mary, but the baby is a monster. That doesn't make sense. The baby in her belly is a monster. It's one of the monsters, and she's showing signs of it already. I was calling it before she ate the rotten vegetables, but her eating the rotten vegetables definitely tells me they're going down the path that she's going to give birth to a monster.
But if the monsters have names, why? Unless they just named themselves, or maybe they were people who died in the town. Because, like, you know how that one monster was the little girl's grandma in the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, she's consistently been the grandma. Even after that family was dead, long gone, the entire family's dead. So why is she still that grandma? Because that doesn't relate to anyone in the town anymore. So my question is if it's people that have died or maybe died in that town specifically that come back as the monsters, but they've never mentioned anything like that. None of them have said anything about recognizing any of the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
But they obviously don't turn into different people because it's consistent. The monsters look the same every night.
Once again, too many threads. Too many puzzle pieces, not enough answers. Like, I don't even think if you, like, people, there's a whole subreddit we've been looking through that people just try to put everything together and no one can come up with any solid answers. It's just theories. They're just slinging shit at the board and seeing what's gonna stick as the show develops. Which I don't know if that is because they don't want anyone to put the story together, or if they don't know where the story's going themselves and they're just seeing if they can come up with something. Yeah, so far all we know is that Boyd is sort of the most sane one there. He's the one that seems to be pushing it forward the most to actually get answers. Jim kind of sucks as a dad, kind of sucks as a character. Ethan is just an annoying little shithead that needs to have a swirly or two or a noogie get shoved in a locker.
Tabitha and Julie are the only ones in that family that are relevant.
Yeah, Tabitha and Julie are sort of level-headed and calm. Donna is easily the best actor in the show. I love Donna. The main forces that we know that are going on the good side is the boy in white and his little German Shepherd dog. And then on the evil side, there's the monsters and the voices and the nightmares. And I forgot to mention the whole time the dungeon thing.
Mm.
The dungeon with the people being chained up, but also in the real world while they're chained up in some darkness land because he discovers it by lighting a torch. I don't want to keep going down too many rabbit holes. I think we've opened up enough rabbit holes.
Doesn't Victor hear voices too?
Yeah, everyone hears voices. We need to make a conclusion and end the video.
We can't. There's no conclusion.
There is no conclusion. The one thing for sure, the definite thing I want to say, Fatima's gonna give birth to a demon baby, a monster baby. That's what I'm calling. Other than that, I don't think there's any other.
Watch the show.
I don't think that. Yeah, watch the show, obviously. So to this date, we only know one person has escaped, which is Tabitha, and she's currently trying to solve it from the outside by talking to Victor's dad, who is connected also because Victor's mom drew paintings that connected her to the world of From, which then ended up with her going there, and her and Victor's sister disappearing, which led to the series of events that we see in season 1 and 2, and now that's pretty much all we know. Which is nothing. And other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Please lock your windows and don't open the door. Shut your ass up. Stupid MF thinks he can tell me what to do. Bah. Yes, Alma. Glory to a goat I never even mentioned last season. Yeah, that was fucking stupid. I hate Ethan for going outside for that stupid goat, though. Alma! We gotta save Alma! Ethan's a whiny little bitch.
He's really annoying.
He deserved that tree
Like, he
limb
was
through the leg.